All right, so a grand total of 69 entrants came out to the opener. And Joey, just this morning we were talking about how you would walk out this week with a third ring. And you didn't waste too much time in doing so. So congratulations on winning your third Run Good Poker Series ring.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
So a little story about the rock. You said this was a rock that you just found?
Seriously. So I'm not high right now. Anybody that knows me, they know I travel with crystals. My crystals are all over the country, some over the world, because I give them away to a lot of people. And I left my bag of crystals in my hotel room. So I went outside, and I kid you not, just saw this really cool tree, and I'm like, there was something about this tree. And at the foot of the tree, there was a bunch of, landscaping rocks, and I picked the most ugliest. I didn't even pick a shiny one, and I'll tell you, whatever you believe in, I just believed in this rock, and it got me through a tournament for sure.
Awesome, that's great. So you got heads up with Jules. You and her seem to have a great rapport throughout the table, as well as having a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. Heads up. Talk a little bit about what it's like getting heads up with somebody that you get along with.
Okay, so background, whenever I arrive to a new town, I've never been to Reno before. I always show up a little early, I find some locals, and I get the intel. Well, I played cash the night before, but there really wasn't any cash going on last night. So the intel that I got about the locals here in Reno is that they will pound you until they chisel away your chips. Now my first event was a seniors event. You can imagine how I feel because, and it might sound bad, but I really took a pounding from the seniors. And I hung in there, and this tournament was starting, and I just felt it. Plus, I'm trying to get those points. So I was multi-tabling, and I sit down next to Jules. This is the early bullet, her early bullet. And I had pocket fours. I think she had aces or queens, and I felt at her because the 4 came on the flop. And I'm like, I just show her my tattoo, I'm like 444. And she's like, oh, you played your angel number. And I just knew it. Afterwards I gave her a hug, because I felt bad. And I'm like, just get back in this tournament. And she's like, I got the bounty tournament. And she ended up multi-tabling for a while. And I don't know, I just felt like we were going to end up at the final table together. And she was on fire. I mean, she came to the table as a chip leader. But I just let her play her game. And here I am.
Yeah. So, in the same vein as those points, with this win, you now have 80 points in the NAPT Golden Player of the Series race. Now, unless Derek wins that event, I mean, you are in first place at the moment. So, going to be playing a lot of the rest of the events?
I'm here for the duration.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
And obviously, I'm free rolling in the main event right now.
Yes,
indeed.
Yes, indeed. And one final thing with the last year we saw you play a little bit at the beginning of the year, and then you took a little break. Mm-hmm. Are we going to be seeing you back in full force with the Player of the Year race on and all that?
The stars are aligned.
Awesome.
Yes, absolutely. I always tell people the Run Good series is by far my favorite series of anything, and I thought WPT, WSOP, the buy-ins are reasonable. The competition is world class. I mean, for a $250 buy-in, you're playing against people with bracelets, and it's insane. But the most important part is this: the fun, right? It's just, it's always a good vibe. It's about the vibe. Hey, what's your leg here? But it's about the vibe. Yeah. So obviously, this was affirmation to me that the Run Good series is exactly where I belong.
That's lovely to hear, Joey. Congrats. Always
Thank
good
you.
to see you, brother.
Yes.
This is Liam with Run Good.